Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and sell our land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears podcast. We back. You know what I'm saying? Another day, another dollar, another week in. You know what I'm saying? We 200 episodes in plus. So we do it for our people. We do it for the people. Verteezy, what's on the lineup today?
So speaking of the people, man, there was a big news story that broke, in the CSR area. So, out in Columbia, South Carolina, there was, convenience store owner Rick Chow was acquitted, found not guilty of murdering Cyrus Belton, a young 14-year-old teenager. The details to the case is kind of murky, but basically the main jerks of it is one day Cyrus Belton, the young man, the teenager went into the store. They caught him on camera. He was just looking at some water. He put the water back. He left. The people who run the store, Mr. Rick Chow, his son, ended up chasing him the length of a football field and an extra 30 yards. It ended with basically Cyrus Belton getting shot in his back. He had a gun on him. It's illegal for a 14-year-old in the state of South Carolina to even have a gun in their possession, which was a main point of the case. But the jury found him not guilty. Now the prosecutors, at the beginning of the trial, there was some controversy because why was manslaughter and different, lesser charges not put on it? Some people feel like they thought they had an open and shut case, so they didn't feel the need to put lesser charges on it. And the jury had even asked about that at the end of the trial. What's everyone's thoughts on this?
When you take that chopper out of the house, you better be prepared to use it. You know what I'm saying? If he would have used the chopper, maybe he'll still be in YDC and still be alive. But he was afraid to use that chopper, so he got chopped down. You know what I'm saying? He got gunned down, man. So, but he got shot in the back. He was running, but Chinese man got spooked. He shot him. Yeah, but he told him, he told Cyrus, he said, I feel sorry for your mother because I'm about to blast you. Because I'm about to blast you. And that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? He told him. And now his mom's online and saying she got lots to say now, but
yeah, there was a video of us yelling, people saying that we're bad parents, but I'm not gonna let y'all do that to us. And she was very emotional.
And my thing is, they tore up the store. Like, this happened 2 years ago. All this should have been happening before the trial even took place. Right after it happened, all this should have been happening, not after he got found not guilty. If y'all would have did all this uproar and everything during the trial and after the trial, before the verdict got sent down, then he probably would have got charged.
Yeah,
but to be fair, historically, it's always been like that. It's always been the uproar isn't because in a society.
Not when George Floyd, they rioted it.
That was police. That was police. Yeah. But it's always been like that with the Rodney King situation.
But that's the thing about it. But they should do it right after it happened.
But if we live in a society and you think justice will be served, it makes no point to tear the block down and riot and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but when justice is not served, then it's like, well, what the fuck happened here?
No, I don't agree with that. I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with it. Because if they didn't think that it was done fairly, because I got questions. How is it protecting yourself when you didn't chase this man and blocking some chains, or what you said, a football field length? He wasn't even at your establishment no more. It'd be different if you had to pull the whole shoot him in the store because he looked suspicious and you shot at him and you didn't know what he was gonna do and he reached in his pocket and you were scared. You would have had more of a defense. But that's almost like we keep having incidents of racialing where, like, even with Trayvon Martin, this man wouldn't even nowhere near this man's house no more. He cleaned down the street, around the corner somewhere, and you're following him. If this was a regular civilian, do a civilian have the right in South Carolina to make a civilian's arrest and chase somebody that didn't steal anything out of your store, that left the store and ran from you, not because he stole something, he ran from you because you're chasing him. So I do feel like if the family would have shown more interest in the case, or his friends or his community,
talking about before the
while before the verdict, while the case was going on, at the moment, even when it happened, if this was one of y'all and we hear the details of it, I'm not gonna wait until you don't get justice to ride for you. I'm riding from you from the moment the shit happened, because I want to stand up for my child, or I want to stand up for my friend. Not now I didn't get my way and now I want to act a fool and claim this, that, and the other.
I'm not gonna lie, I see that point, but once again, like, if you think the legal system is gonna play out, because to be honest, I'm still kind of shocked that it played out the way it did, because this just seems like an open and shut case. You chased him the length of the football field to some extra yards. You shot him in his back, and how did the verdict come back not guilty? Like, if I was his cousin, I probably would have been on the news like, yo, this is a travesty, man. He need to go to prison. But I would not feel the need to be marching, because I would be thinking to myself, man, this nigga gonna spend the rest of his life in prison, you know? And I feel like that's why most of the time, historically, Black people don't ride till after the fact, because we get let down by the system itself,
But,
you know, and
but as
denied
Black
justice.
people, I don't know why we're so comfortable with that, because I'm in healthcare, even in healthcare, why wait until your family member then died and then say, oh, all the doctors didn't do what they were supposed to do? When where was you at when they was going to these doctor's appointments, or when they was asking questions? Who was advocating for them? Advocacy doesn't start at the end. Advocacy starts at the beginning. When you wait to after the fact, that just gives more people more of a reason to say, oh, y'all are only upset because of their results. But where were you at the causation? That's just like we say with the mom. We can't say that the parents were bad parents because the boy had a gun. When your child walk out that house, you don't know what Biggie's mama didn't know what he was doing until she found out what he was doing. So to a certain degree, I understand her saying, no, we're not going to paint me as a bad parent. But at the same time, you didn't know your 14-year-old had a gun. So if it's illegal for your 14-year-old to have a gun, now we look at the whole wrong place, wrong time, or right place, but wrong circumstance. It does pose the question of, yeah, there should have been more advocacy, even if it meant in our community, it's a shame that our kids have to run around with guns because they're fearful for their lives, even if that was the conversation head on. But to never make it a conversation until now, because I didn't even know about it until now.
I'm going to keep it real. Part of it is some of the casual conversations we have off the pod. You know, some of the conversations we have on the pod. Like when Black people talk as if racism is still not going on. Right. When Black people talk like you should not be afraid when the cops get behind you. When we have these conversations and we state for stuff like that, to your point, Nicole, what it creates an environment in our community where we think that in 2026 we are equal to white people. So to that point, of course, there's Black people that feel like, because there's a lot of Black people that don't even think nothing's really going wrong in America right now. They think that, oh man, it just is what it is. But it's not till, and I told MJ just the other day, every few years, America gonna remind us nationally, y'all still niggas. But there are Black people, because you don't watch documentaries, you're not into the movement. You say stuff like, it just stresses me out too much. I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to be reminded about oppression and being Black. So what happens is you forget you're a nigger. And then something like this happens, and it forces you to remind yourself, bro, we still niggers. And we got to own that responsibility as Black people. The fact that we want to be comfortable, the fact that we don't want to be reminded that we're Black in America. Like, I want to be reminded that I'm Black in America, because I don't want to get too comfortable where I think something like this can't happen.
You know what, man? And the funny thing about it is, it shouldn't be that way. Because the realization is, yeah, we niggas, but at the same time, we are who we are, and that means that since you're a nigga, you're better than the white man. It is what it is. The white man came from you. The Asian came from you. Everybody came from the Black man. But you got to realize, we're not really violent people. White folks, they're violent. They're the most disgusting people on this planet Earth.
You know, that's the greatest trick the white man ever pulled, was to convince other races that Black people are inherently dangerous. A lot of people don't talk about it. That's the greatest trick the white man ever pulled. Because
it's not a trick.
Because these other communities, like the Asian community, the Arab community, they really think niggas is out here just dangerous.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they.
I've been around the world. No, they don't.
Because in America now, around the world is different. In America, in America, American Asian people and Arab people and people of other communities, minorities,
That's because
they have been tricked by American society to think that niggas are inherently dangerous.
it's not a trick. It's the money flow, bro. It's all about the money. White folks, the Jews, they got the money. So what they say and what they push is right, even though it's fucking completely wrong.
That's what I mean. Because they have the money and the power and the infrastructure, they can put that propaganda out there to make other communities feel like if a black person come in your store, they're going to rob your store. To make people feel like
Well,
if you're walking on the side of
That's
the street,
nothing new. That's been the way,
but-
especially with Asians, like
Yeah.
in black culture. Though.
But here's the thing, though. Believe it or not, the Asians, they hate Asians and they hate white folks more than niggas. They love us more than they. That's what I'm saying. You got to realize other nationalities love us.
probably outside of America,
They hate whites.
Probably outside of America, I don't disagree with that. I'm pretty
Inside America,
I'm pretty
bro.
sure. I'm pretty sure outside this country, a lot of racists love America. But I can only go off of what I see and what I experience.
Okay.
It does seem like in America.
It's not America. You talking about a small country town. America,
No, it seems
Asians
like, because this
hate white folks.
because this doesn't just happen in Columbia, South Carolina. Like we got the situation that happened. We got situations that happened in LA back in the day. That's happening in LA now. We got situations where it was a homeless black man who got choked out just last year. We talked about on the podcast by a white man on a subway, and white people online were saying that was justified, and other communities saying it was justified. We have different situations that happen throughout this country where black people are being murdered, targeted, victimized, and there's no tears for it. There's no sympathy for it. It's almost as if they deserved it. We even have situations like Nicole talked about George Floyd being murdered, where there's still white people to this day that get on these big platforms now, like Fox News and all that shit.
Trayvon Martin.
You know, and talk shit about like, well, you know, he didn't die from choking. He died because he was a drug addict and he overdosed. That's how he really died. Like they say that shit now. This ain't
Right.
comedy. This ain't drama
But
TV.
you
This
just
is
going
the
about
news.
You should have proven what I said was right, though. It's about the money, the infrastructure, and the push. It got nothing to do with the real. The real is nobody likes white folks. Asians don't like white folks. Hispanics don't like white folks. They love us more than them. But it's like the push, and it's like, damn, they here to make money. They making money. We're the bigger consumer. They love us, bro. But at the same time, it's like they probably snapped. They had a bad moment, and then it's fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't like this situation with this kid.
I don't like that phrase that they love us when we had an episode with Rose even had explained the pod. Mexicans got a phrase saying better the race, and that means don't get with niggas. If you going to date outside the race, date someone who's going better the race, which is a white person.
And that's because of the money and the push. Bro. It is what it is. Because a Mexican is the same thing as a black person.
And then, no, I agree with you. At the end of the day, all these minorities, if the minorities did what Fred Hampton wanted to do back in the day and all linked up and we all formed a coalition like we were supposed to 60 years ago, we wouldn't be where we at in 2026. But once again, when the white man saw, you know what, it's more minorities in this country than it is us, and they started making alliances, which we don't talk about now, and the first alliance they made was with the Asian community, which is why they allow Asian people to have these restaurants and these stores in our community. Then they started seeing some of the Arabs and Middle Eastern saying, you know what, we're going to let them push their shit in these black neighborhoods too. And then when you come look in your neighborhood and you like, hold on, why is it so many Asian and Middle Easterns who own businesses but not niggas?
They know we're going to spend the money and we ain't going to mobilize enough to do it for ourselves, so they come into our communities and they do it.
And it's the money and it's the push from their countries. They get paid from their countries to have businesses. We don't get paid. You know that's fucked up that you live in America and you don't get paid to own your own damn business? But another nationality can. Asians get paid. Indians get paid.
Rosa, do you think they should have had more of an outcry at the beginning, or do you think like everything worked out the way you thought it was going to work out?
No, they should have had more. I think they should have had more outrage at the beginning when it happened, because just imagine if your son got murdered. I'm out there every day. I'm out there in front of their stove
just to make sure the case go the way I want it to go.
I'm going to dress up in all black with a ski mask on in the
Or
middle
at
of the
least
night
make my present
and busting out windows and doing other stuff. I'm going to do that on the low. I'm going to be out there every day. Something's going to happen.
I would say this to be fair.
Something's going to happen.
We don't know what the family was doing because there's that incident of that one black family that went to the gas station where they made the black boy doo-doo outside and recorded it. They mobilized, but it was only like 5 of them. And they went there every day and they went to the city offices and everything. And that didn't get the big coverage.
Oh, that's true too.
You know, so and we don't know what that particular family did. Now, as far as the community, I'll say this right here. We got to stop waiting till it's ours. Yeah. Like just as black people, if you live in that area and you knew about it, you should have been like, hey, you know what, kids, I'm off today. Y'all gonna come with me. We're gonna go to the store because what they did to that young black boy was a travesty. Instead of us saying, let's just go to the park and do some bullshit. And how we got to start being more of a community.
And how's this store still getting business 2 years later?
I think then they shut down. Then they have to sell it like
recently. I think he had to sell it.
But so why they tore it up after the
Just outrage. Just like people.
Yeah, the building was just there, but it was no longer functioning as a business. I think he sold it to the bank to pay for all his fees and shit.
Mm-hmm. So that's just dumb.
Why they tore it up?
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Man, they tore it up, man. Let me tell you, man. I forgot. I don't know if it was James Baldwin. I forgot who said it, but you know, one of the great revolutionaries said it. The reason why niggas be tearing up blocks and shit, we don't own the shit.
No, but
they didn't have on him.
They tore up a store that ain't even his.
Because it wasn't even about Mr. Rick Chow anymore. It was about the symbolism, what it represents to the community, letting the community know.
It should have already tore up.
Keep it real.
Should have been already tore up.
There's multiple things that's not even being touched on. Like Rick Chow's beginning, what he's getting. I told the first thing I said, no, I feel like the defense attorney did a great job.
No, but they giving him death threats though.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like he should get no death threats because he did his job as a defense attorney. But I told my brother straight up, why we ain't talking about the jury? Like, how did 12 people get all the evidence that they got and thought it was okay to come back with a not guilty verdict? Like, I wanted to, the first thing I did when I saw this, I told my brother, I said, I looked up because a lot of times you can find all the jury members. I wanted to know what the makeup of the jury was.
I think it was 7 or 8 black people that was on the jury.
That's another thing too.
Out of 12, how many was it? 6 or 8?
I want to say it was like maybe 5 or 6, but I was actually trying to like find names and what they did, like some of their professions and stuff like that.
It's just like that, you know. I don't know if y'all saw it on Netflix. They put out a part 2 to the Murdoch stuff and how he is able to redo his trial because of that one woman. South Carolina has been known for years to kind of have little sketchy ass legal proceedings. I mean, this ain't nothing new. So who's to say they didn't have somebody on the inside? That woman did all of that stuff and just now is getting charged with having tampering with the jury.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a stat.
You think the black people just didn't care?
I feel like that. I feel like in 2026 we don't care the way bro, they was dying so we could have a situation like this where it's 6 jury members. Yeah. When the O.J. Simpson trial happened, people died. Dr. King and them died. So a situation like that happened. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but they died so we could not have all white juries no more. We get a situation where we get 5, 6 black people on a jury like that, nigga, the worst case scenario, that jury's supposed to be hung. Because I'm telling you, if I'm on that jury, I don't care if it's 11 people looking at me. Man, we trying to go home, Bertizzi. Hey, man, y'all need to get on the same page I'm on. I'm voting guilty. So if y'all want to go home with y'all families, y'all 11 motherfuckers need to vote guilty too, or I'm ready to tell, hey, bailiff, hey, I need some more Chinese food. They bring some more Chinis food in here, extra spare ribs with the soy sauce.
Keep pulling the Martin.
Yeah, I feel you. And they should feel. Yeah. But the thing about it is, this what really messed it up. How old was he again?
14.
Did he have a gun, yes or no?
Yeah, he had a gun.
He's dead.
Yeah.
It's that simple, bro.
It's
that simple. He was not supposed to have a gun. If he didn't have a gun, not guilty.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Was the owner supposed to chase him out the store for the Olympic football field? No. So
no,
he don't do that. He lied. He don't do that. He lied.
No, when you bring the chopper out the house, you're supposed to use it, and he alive.
But that's why you said the jury was asking, is there a lesser sentence? I don't believe that the man should have gotten first-degree murder. He probably should have got manslaughter. Probably would have got maybe 5 or 6 years.
This all they gonna put here, and it's like, well, bro, we think he should get manslaughter. Well, that all they gave us was murder. This nigga not going home to his family. this nigga gonna fry. I don't care if he got to get an electric chair.
I
don't care if he gonna be in prison for 25 years.
The jury can't do
No,
that.
when you vote, you can do that. You could be like, I'm gonna keep voting guilty until y'all vote guilty, or we just
No.
jury.
What I mean is, you voted guilty, but they explaining to you it's not first degree murder. It's manslaughter.
Right.
But the people that gotta change it is the lawyers.
They made people on the jury made that assumption themselves, feeling like it wasn't murder. But when you decide to chase someone that long, when you shoot them in the back,
yeah, it's fucked up.
And the gun come out after the fact. And this was the thing to me that was out. You didn't know he had a gun till after you shot him.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
So that's what some people say. So some people say that he pointed it at his son and said I was going to kill him.
Yeah, that's one version of revenge.
That's what he
testified.
Cameras inside of the facility.
His son testified to that.
To that. Where they shot him at, there was no cameras at. But when all that happened, it's like, yo, bro. To me, that's the intent right there. Like, you chasing this long, what you thought was going to happen?
Yeah, it comes off more premeditated because you didn't stop chasing him. You followed him. Hey, man, that's just how to look at it. I mean, I hate to say it, but times have not changed that much, honey, and we think that it's the blacks versus the whites versus the this. No, we are going to get to a time in our society. Race is never going to not matter, but race is going to start mattering less and less. It's going to be about green, if you're thinking about color, more than anything. And like you said, you looked up. Did you ever look up the jurors? Were you able to get anything?
I wasn't able to get all the details on them, but to like Rose's point, the makeup was like half and half.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe they were prestigious people in the community, and they done got fed up with having those young people in their neighborhood with guns, and they want to speak out against it. Most people that go and do jury duty are usually citizens that pay their taxes and got a voice and got a compare.
Like that, yeah.
So if you got a whole bunch of even of your own kind, I can easily say he didn't have no business. I don't think that's a right for him to be gunned down, but you do put yourself at more of a detriment against you when you don't present yourself in the best, cleanliest hands. He shouldn't have been in the store with no gun at 14 years old.
I want to say these two things when we move on. And I think cases like this is good for the country to see, because when you're studying stuff like this, a lot of people, the average person don't understand what makes criminal trials so messy is the victims in the trial are not clean cut most of the time. Mm-hmm. Even in sexual assault cases, you're going to have situations where you can find dirt on whoever the victim is. And this is just a prime example of, we can say, yo, he shouldn't have had the gun and this and that. You're never going to get about Boy Scout or a church girl usually to be the victim in a trial like this, or a pastor. And it was like, where he was just flawless, she was just flawless, and it's just easy to just, convict the other person or whatever. So that's what makes it hard, is you do have to cipher through all the details. I saw something online, and me and MJ has had this conversation before. Where y'all gangbangers at? Like where the niggas who banging in South Carolina? Where the niggas who banging in Columbia? Y'all going to prison anyway for killing niggas. Y'all ain't trying to get y'all stripes. Y'all should be trying to get y'all stripes right now. When shit like this happen, y'all should be trying to get y'all stripes.
People ain't banging. I think it's more of a ceasefire. People started banging a while ago.
Nah, it's still niggas out here killing, because we got it in Augusta where it's young niggas killing young niggas. Some of you white ends, y'all don't want to get y'all stripes and go to prison as a soldier.
No, they
go to prison as a soldier.
They just want to hold the gun, post it online, go into the store, act like they go steal something,
and look like they'll throw it at the club,
and then run.
I'm just saying, like Zimmerman walking around
and get gunned
y'all
down.
Ain't mad. Rich Chow walking around and y'all ain't mad. Y'all supposed to do something. Because I ain't gonna lie, everybody at this table is law-abiding citizens.
They scared.
So we not gonna do it. But you non-law-abiding citizens, y'all supposed to take that.
That's why this YN ran. He was scared. He ran. He had the chopper.
Listen, this ain't.
He's supposed to let it go.
And this ain't.
What you chasing me for?
And this ain't the boycott and the civil rights movement. The revolution will not be televised. You expecting these young niggas to do something that they ain't even built to do? They ain't gonna do that.
Hey. One thing for sure, man, we can all agree, man, this was a situation that had a lot of tears, man.
Yeah, tears or no tears.
TNT, dynamite.
Boom.
Boom.
So, sticking in South Carolina, man, there was a black woman who was running crazy on camera saying, he trying to kill me. She was handcuffed. So a black truck driver basically, helped her, got her to safety. There was footage of a white man trying to follow her in a car. And apparently, I think they ended up saying his name. I forgot his name, Rose. But he was the one trying to kidnap her. Did they catch him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they did catch him and charge him. Tears of joy, man. Tears of joy, man. I'm not trying to say I told you so. When y'all hoes said y'all choose the bear over the man, that let me know y'all got some fucked up niggas in your life to be choosing the bear over a man. Because this woman was saved by a nigga she didn't know. A nigga she didn't know saved her from being harmed by another man. Like, we got to be mindful of, at the end of the day, we all human beings. We all got loved ones. We need to lean on each other. We can't be thinking everybody is out here to harm you, man. And shout out to the truck driver, man, because, he could have put himself in danger trying to get involved. Because ain't no telling what that white man had on him. He could have upped the truck on him, and took his life for him trying to, rescue that black woman. So shout out to him for saving her, and I'm happy everything worked out.
Yeah, I got tears because this young lady just graduated high school. She was only 18 years old. And then this guy impersonated a law enforcement officer, handcuffed her, and luckily she was able to get out of his car. And he tried to run her over after she got out with the truck driver, but luckily the truck was there, so he couldn't run her over. But man, I got tears because this is sad. Like, it's like, and it's crazy. Like, how do you let somebody, like, what were you doing to let somebody just handcuff you, saying they the police, I'm gonna handcuff you? Like, what are you doing? Like, we got to start speaking up, like, and you got to start being able to know your rights. Like, come on.
And she probably was trying to earn $50.
See, that's the thing about it. Like, these
Like
young
Nicole,
hoes
like
and these YNs, man.
The average woman sitting on $40.
Hey, man. So.
I keep $40. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ain't looking for nobody. I keep $40 at least.
Well, you sitting on $40.
No. I'm sitting on way more than $40 now. I don't know what you females price y'all. I don't need to price mine. It's already, where it need to be at. $40. I wish a nigga would. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop the madness. Ain't no way in hell.
Hey, gas $4.
Yeah,
that's 10 gallons.
Exactly. You that's a good profit right there.
If all I'm doing is selling coochie for gas, we got a problem.
Hey, they out there.
They out there, man.
Oh, they wanted some lunch money.
Yeah.
Hey, so, talk about somebody who made way more than $40, man. So, 2-time Grammy winner Peabo Bryson, passed away this week, man. Some people may not know all the songs he's had in terms of like his actual albums. I want to say he had like 20, 30 albums like of his actual recorded music. When Nicole had texted the group chat with me and C's had looked them up, I was just strolling TikTok, and 2 of my favorite Disney songs were sung by him: Beauty and the Beast, which if you ever heard that song, that rendition of the animated movie, it's a beautiful song, and the song A Whole New World by Aladdin, man. So yeah, I got tears, man. Black man, did a lot of great things in his career and has 2 of the most iconic Disney songs of all time, from Beauty and the Beast and A Whole New World from Aladdin. Like, that's iconic status.
Hey man, Freeform doing that whole Disney summer, whatever. And the moment the news came out, I'm in the gym, and at the time Aladdin was already playing. They had it listed for something else to come on, and you best believe Beauty and the Beast came on next. Hey man, tears for people, man. I was not introduced to him by Disney. I didn't know that was his voice. I wasn't one of those kids that knew that growing up. I was always introduced to him with the old heads with Field of Fire and some of his other music, listening to them car rides and just listening to all the mainstream music that he put out. Apparently he was just performed a couple of weeks ago with somebody at some type of festival. So it wasn't like he was just totally out of good health, but when it's your time, it's your time. Definitely got tears and prayers to his family.
Yeah, Field of Fire, you know what I'm saying? We Are the Best Friends. Show and Tell, that's one of mine. Show and Tell. That was one of my favorite ones, you know what I'm saying? And what you do for love, you know what I'm saying? That was another one.
Is he the same one that says, "We've only just begun, but the time is all over"?
I don't know if
Is that song Natalie King Cole?
And
I think so.
Because I know he got a song Natalie King Cole that won an award.
Yeah, and another one of my favorite ones is Can You Stop the Rain?
Yeah.
So it's like he had a lot of music, you know what I'm saying? So in the late 70s, early 80s, you know, so that's you know what I'm saying? He did his thing, man. I got tears.
Hey man, so moving on someone who doesn't have a lot of music yet, but they got a nice little catalog, Little Baby. So Mike Adela, the big YouTuber, you know, was in a club, had a section, and he was being asked to move to another section to accommodate Little Baby because his section was on stage. They said, we can put you in the corner in your own section, you know, because we wanted Little Baby to get this section on stage. He was like, nah, man, I already paid for this, man. Like, nah, I'm good. And they kept trying to negotiate with him, but he stood on business. I ain't got no tears, man. Y'all club promoters got to stop that shit. Y'all got to stop selling the sections out when y'all know y'all got, you know, celebrities who come there. Y'all got to stop trying to fuck over the little man, you know, because of the fact y'all trying to show out for these celebrities and stuff like that. Hey, man, if Lil Baby wanted the section, he should have booked it earlier in the day or the day before, like, you know, Mike Adela did, or he should have been a real G, a real nigga. He should have walked into Mike Adela and said, hey, look here, homie. Me and my people want this section. I got my own group of people. I can't really fit all of us together with your people. Why don't you move to that section? I'll do this with you. I'll take some pictures with you. I'll take some videos with you. I'll sign some autographs when I get a chance. And I'll shoot you some money right now for the section to reimburse you and then some. And then maybe old buddy would have did it, but you know, so man, I ain't got no tears, man.
I ain't got no tears either, man, because man, they say Little Baby a big trick, man. Trick on me then, man. Break that bread. Break that bread. Trick on me. Yeah. Let me be the trick of the night. You know what I'm saying? How much you paying tonight? And give me some of that bread, and you could have had the section.
And bring them hoes over here, because I'm okay with that too. If I'm a nigga, like, if you want this section bad enough, you got to make it worth my while. I wouldn't give up a damn thing. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care who Little Baby is. It could have been T.I., it could have been Nelly, it could have been any damn body. If I've already been stupid enough, to be honest with y'all, because that ain't my lane. But I done paid $2,000 for this section, and you can just go move me. It's like reverse racism. It's like as if I was a black person in a white restaurant, and you tell me you gonna move me. You got a lot of audacity to come over here and ask me to move after I done already bought this section. We done already bought bottles. We done already been drinking. We done already got comfortable. That don't make no sense to me, and that's some bullshit. And I don't never know what lounge this was, but they better hope their name don't come out, because I wouldn't buy no section at their place ever again.
That's bad business, y'all.
For sure.
Speaking of bad business, so there was a man who came home, was drunk, got into argument with his wife. Wife said, hey, I'm gonna divorce you, I'm gonna leave you and take the kids. He said, man, shit, you ain't finna do that shit in my shit, bitch. So he went and somehow this thing got like some kind of tractor, like, and just started tearing the house down with them in the shit, man. Man, I got tears of fucking laughter. You know, this remind me of real talk. Man, I remember I was like maybe 12, 14 years old, and I remember I saw Richard Pryor on Sunset Strip, one of my favorite stand-up specials. And he said that his bitch tried to leave him in his car that he paid for. He said, bitch, that ain't my car that I paid for. That Jack started talking to me, said, shoot it, Jack. So he walked to the goddamn car, and he said, boom, shot that first tire. And he said it made a loud sound like, woo. He said, yeah, man, that sounds good. Don't it, Jack? Do it again. And he kept shooting all the tires. Then the cops came, and he said, man, I shoot cars, but cops shoot niggas. And he went in the house. That's what that shit seems like to me, bro. You not finna just divorce me and be in the shit that I paid for. Hell no.
I mean, shit, even Angela Bassett, she was in shit that she didn't even pay for on Waiting to Exhale, and burn that shit to the ground before you think you finna walk out of here and leave me high and dry.
Trying to tell you.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears, but I feel Buddy is like, he said, oh, I'll tear this thing down. You ain't gonna, I'll tear it down. And she said, you ain't gonna do a doggone thing. And he said, I can show you better than I can tell you.
No, I ain't got no tears either, man. It be like that sometimes. I love it. Did she get out of the house? Did she make it out?
He didn't tear the whole house down. He just tore like the front of it down. She called the police. The police came and stopped him.
You better be lucky he took his anger out on that house and not on your ass. So you better count your blessings, pack your shit, and go on about your way.
Yeah, Rose say you need a Donkey Kong these hoes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, talking about Donkey Kong, man. So, you know, we had a deputy giving that Donkey Kong dick to a judge. So out in Atlanta, Judge Eleanor Ross, was caught having sex with one of the deputies, the bailiffs, in her chambers, and it was so loud that apparently other people heard it and they got reported. And apparently, both of them are married.
Hey.
Tears of laughter because for those who've ever had sex, like, especially like when you was a teenager or a young adult, if you had sex in your people house before and you done tried to tell the girl, hey, be quiet now, people in the house, be quiet, and you start trying to cover their mouth, I can only imagine him beating it up saying, oh, be quiet. Oh, be quiet.
Hey, now, sometimes it's the man, because, on Soul Food, when they was in the bathroom, and she's putting them drawers and them socks in his mouth.
Yeah, sometimes the niggas be growing too much, and the bitch got to be like, shh, shh, my dad in the room next door. So that I felt bad for buddy, man. Either he was in some really high quality pussy, or she was getting some A1 dick. Y'all need to quiet that shit down, though.
Yeah, they needed to quiet down, but it wasn't Donkey Kong. It was that Sly Digger. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. That Sly Digger and that Diddy D. That's what she was getting. You know what I'm saying? He was putting it down. So she was like, oh, in my house, in my chambers? He was like, yes, I'm gonna give it to you in your chambers. Yes, right now. Right now. You like that? He was like, yes, baby, give it more. Give me more. You know what I'm saying? Just like that
mama said. That's why you need the baby oil.
Man, I ain't judging nobody because, people get off on having sex in public. I don't have no tears for these niggas because y'all ain't broke. They can't be broke. Y'all got good careers. Y'all, you know how many hotels are in the vicinity of a courthouse for a reason? Why y'all couldn't just go slide off somewhere real quick and come over? Maybe that made them get off more. And the fact that they both married, I know, I get, we all joking, cracking jokes and stuff like that, but they did ass wrong. They deserve to both lose their damn job and whatever else.
Nicole, you think when she showed up to court, she wore her little judge outfit, didn't have no underwear on, she whispered, I ain't wearing no panties.
I ain't got no panties on.
Yeah, and the thing about her, she can't lose her job. Like, she's Supreme Court judge.
Oh, yeah, she's good.
So right. He don't want that.
They have to go through Congress. Yeah. In order for her to lose her job, because she's a lifetime member.
And believe me, she ain't the only judge out here fucking in the chamber, so she good. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's wrong with these judges. I don't know what's wrong with these bailiffs. I don't know what's wrong with these hoes, y'all.
What's wrong with them?
You'll never know.
So there was a situation where a woman was talking about to a group of men about taking care of her maintenance, like her hair, her nails, and stuff like that to go on a date. Like, you gotta make sure my nails and my hair is done before I go on a date. And then there was another video where Paul Pierce was talking to a girl, and basically she was saying, yeah, man, I feel like it's a man's job to upkeep how I look and stuff like that. We talk a lot about the dating scene. What's y'all thoughts on the 2026 woman feeling like a man who's not her man now is supposed to keep her maintenance up, especially if they just want to go on a date?
Can I go first? Because y'all going to do what y'all going to do as men. Y'all going to say what y'all going to say as men. But can I go first?
Mm-hmm.
I have female friends who men naturally want to do that. And probably y'all discuss that in your dating. I don't know who makes those arrangements. I've never been the woman that thought that a man should keep me up to be with me. I thought, if I'm not mistaken, the way Beyonce and them say when they cater into their nigga, I'm going to keep myself together. I'm going to keep myself looking good. Because I would want you to keep yourself looking good. That's your responsibility for you. My responsibility for me, and that keeps us attracted to each other. When the hell did you women make it a requirement for these niggas to be responsible to pay for your nails, to pay for your hair? What is your responsibility? What the hell is you paying for? I don't get that part. Now, if a man say, hey, baby, you know what? I know you've been working hard or whatever. Let me give you this extra little money towards your little feminine, your whatever. Then cool. If he gives it to you and he dating you, that's fine. But when did it become a requirement? I don't have no female friends that tell me I'm requiring this nigga to keep me looking a certain type of way. So he know what my expectations are.
I gotta ask you a question, because it's not really about that. It's about people don't like when you first meet them. Like, this is the first date or the second date,
which is crazy.
It's like, so how is that? You know what I'm saying? I know people ain't just saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this on the second date. You just met this person, like.
No, and see, that's where I'm saying, where are y'all
becomes a requirement? That's what you mean requirement.
Unless a female is saying that to a man when she first meets them. And even then, that's a trifling. All right, listen, I got a homeboy that used to work with me. His girl, he started dating this girl, and he treats me like big sis. So he would ask me my advice and stuff. And at first, I'm like, okay, well, y'all met each other, y'all cool, y'all dating, blah blah blah. Now this boy is still living in the household with his, his parents. He's kind of young. He's in school trying to get his radiology degree. And while he's in school, while he's working, she got a whole child with another man already playing big girl life and had the audacity to tell him that she wanted him to start being responsible for buying her clothes, buying her shoes, getting her nails done, getting her hair done. Bitch, why were you when you weren't getting that stuff done when you was having to take care of that baby by yourself? Exactly. So now you just started dating this boy. You know he don't got it. And then you got him stressed out trying to figure out a way to make you happy to keep you. Ladies, I know I get on this podcast as male dominated and y'all think I be in y'all's ass crack about stuff, but I'm telling you, that is dead ass wrong. If you want a man to take care of you, why don't you take care of yourself and set the standard and then allow that man to say, let me give you a little bit extra because I know it costs you a lot to do those things. And mind you, these men are not stupid. They know it costs you $200 or something to get your damn nails done. They know that you bitches are spending $600, $700, almost $1,000 to get your hair done. What in the hell are you expecting these men to do? But then you say, I want to be engaged. I want to get married. He ain't finna do none of that shit because he's spending all his money on your hair and your nails. What if you have kids? You ain't taking care of your children, but you want this nigga to pay for you to get your hair and your nails done, but then turn around and say, I don't got my money to pay my phone bill? You out of order as hell. Now, fellas, y'all can go ahead and have that. And I won't say nothing else.
You was asking where did it start, man? Where did it come from? When tricking became accepted, bro. Like even with the situation you were saying with some of your homegirls, like depending on the details of that, man, like there's some niggas who just straight up, hey man, it ain't tricking if I got it. Like right. some niggas gonna come, they gonna step like that. Like that, like me and MJ was saying, like, man, it used to be niggas used to have the game back in the day. But what has happened is niggas' game have gotten so weak, their game has become, hey, say what's up to Mr. Alexander Hamilton, say what's up to Ulysses Grant, say what's up to Benjamin Franklin. Like the game has become just paper. And let me make this clear. And I don't see nothing wrong with tricking. Because when I don't feel like spitting my game, hey man, we're gonna go straight to the wallet. But you got niggas who come to the gate like that.
And you know why? Because of the women and what is the culture now? Whole culture. So that's where we got to start with. It's whole culture. Because of the whole culture, yeah, he's got a trick. Bottom line. But the thing is,
it's a combination of both.
It's both.
It's both because if men are basically just saying, yo, if you got a nigga out there that is really paying shorty's nails and hair, and he ain't even cracking, of course she gonna feel like that's the standard, and I can't be mad at shorty. Like if she got niggas out here really cash apping her for her nails and hair, just to say hi, just to text her, I can't be mad at shorty because you got niggas like that. That's like if I step to a bitch and you wearing Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada and all this stuff, then I know, okay, that's what you're accustomed to. If I step to you and you eating that Ruth Chris and these 5-star, that's what you accustomed to. Now, if I step to you and you wearing City Trends outfit, Forever 21,
that's what's going on, bro.
You at Applebee's, happy hour. You at Bear Cruise.
And what she say to you the first you met her? Oh, I need
Rose,
that Jimmy Choo.
When you go to Bear Cruise,
I need that.
How much that lunch special be sometimes?
$4.
But you can't even picture
$4 sometimes. And that's how I met you. I met you at Bear Cruise.
And champagne taste.
Getting the $4 special. And you telling me I got to take you to a steak restaurant.
That's right. You can't even take a Ruth Chris. That's below her standards, nigga. But you met at Applebee's. Like that's the shit we dealing with. But now on the real though, your man you don't supposed to pay no money till you get married. That's the bottom line. Like a man don't supposed to trick on a girl, don't supposed to do nothing for a woman till you married. So you don't supposed to pay for her nails, you don't supposed to pay for her hair, you don't supposed to pay for nothing for the female until you're married.
Even back in the day when our ancestors dated, they called it courting. They didn't pay for nothing. They went Dutch. And you had to come and ask that woman, could you take that child somewhere? And that man did not send his daughter out the house looking any kind of way. Listen, my mama wouldn't even let me go on a date with my boyfriend and come out the house looking crazy. Not because he got an expectation to live up to, but because I'm supposed to be presenting myself a certain way before this man ever thinks to try to buy me any damn thing. Where are you bitches and you niggas getting this shit from? And then y'all wonder why the dating full, and the dating standards are so screwed up. Because I do agree with both y'all. It's not just one side; it's the other side. I done had niggas come up to me that know they ugly, know that they ain't got shit else going for them but they money,
Okay,
and they'd be quick to say, baby, I could buy you this, I could buy you that. No, I could pay my own shit if I got to be with your little raggedy ass. Your money is not enough for me. Some of you bitches have lowered your pussy and your value down so low that a nigga getting your nails done and your hair done is good enough for you. And that's
they sit on $40.
Yeah, but it's $40.
That's what they sit on $40, so they know. But damn, this the only thing of value I got. I guess I got to give that. What did Jada do? Jada had to give her the only thing she had of value. Nate, she was like, Nate, can we just talk? Bitch, what make you think I want to hear you talk?
I need that money, Nate.
You know, there's only one thing you got that's of value to me.
That's right.
The only thing, I'm sorry, I've been talking my mouth for too much. Let me tell y'all something. In the women's community, if a bitch gets to the point where she need that money, Nate, listen, I pray to God on my hands and knees every day. I don't never get to a point where I got to scrub my body the way that bitch scrubbed her body. And that every time I watch this scene, I'm just like, oh, you know how low you get. Then that nigga didn't even get into the damn school.
I'm not going.
I know, she should have kept that check and used it
Ain't
for
no way
something
in
else.
hell I would have ripped that check up. I done already paid my dues. This check, I'm about to pack my shit. She would have never had to rob a bank. I would have took that money and got the hell on. But continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. But now, from my standpoint, I ain't gonna lie. I have dated women and I paid for their nails. I paid for their hair, or whatever.
Let's open the real conversation. Levert like chicken.
No, I do like chicken, but I have paid for, like, if I had a girlfriend, I paid for her nails and her hair because I do like my woman to be looking a certain way. So if I got some extra money sometimes, and it's like, yo, man, hey, go on, here goes some money, get your nails done, get your toes done, or whatever. I don't see nothing wrong with if you're dating someone, you doing it every once in a while, and it's just like, and she's grateful for it. What's happening, C's not here, what's happening is some women feel like it's an expectation. And that's when it becomes an issue, because when I've done it, it was never an expectation that I would do it. And most of the time, for most men, ladies, if you are grateful for what a man is doing and you're not expecting it, a lot of times men will feel good about taking care of you and doing certain stuff for you because they feel like, okay, you're grateful.
What makes him a man.
You know? But if you out here like, well, this is what you're supposed to do, now it's like, man, bitch, give me back my hair. Give me back my nails.
No, it's like, bitch, give me up that pussy. Yeah, that was like.
Oh.
And contrary to popular beliefs, ladies, that shit runs out too. It's only but so much pussy you can give out from your body to the same one nigga before he done had it enough and he gonna move on because there's a gazillion other pussies out here. Make it make sense. Your depreciation is just like that car, baby. Once he drive that shit off that lot, the value has gone down way low. The hypeness is in the chase. That's why you're supposed to get everything that you want before you give him the pussy if you're going to do that. But y'all don't even do that much. Y'all get a little piece of something,
don't play me like
and
that.
then y'all give out your pussy, and then you wonder why the nigga don't answer your phone calls no more.
Don't give me no 90-day rule. I'm going to be gone after 10 days.
And that may be the case. But at some point, women, you have to value what you riding. You sitting on $40 coochie, or you riding around in an Aston Martin. Pick which one
y'all remember that movie, How to Lose a Man in 10 Days? Hey, tell Batista he ain't getting no pussy for a month. You gonna lose me the first day.
But you said that once before when you was talking about your daughter.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then already that's filtering out half of the niggas you need to stop fucking with. I don't know what's making it so damn hard. I'm okay with being single and having standards if that means that I don't have this, that, and the other. But bitch, you best believe I'm not waiting for nigga to pay for me to get my nails done. I want my nails done, I'm gonna go get my nails done. I want my hair done, I'm gonna go get my hair done.
That's because you're a real woman. This is called what's wrong with these hoes.
But I'm understanding
what these hoes.
You know what? The real thing about it is, what is the oldest profession in the first job in the United States?
Selling pussy.
Prostitution.
There you go. Case closed.
The Bible says it's worth 2 loaves of bread.
You know how much that is? Back then? That's $1,500.
You know how that is.
That's $1,500. Yeah, that's $1,500.
Hey, man, if somebody got some pussy they want to give a teasy tonight, I can get you 3 loaves of bread tonight.
Oh, Lord.
And if you go like I know, that bread don't be real. That's the reason why people starting to make their own damn bread.
Hey, talking about running down, talking about depreciating value, you know, this woman was talking about popularity was something that can increase and decrease over time. And she was saying, man, and this woman talking about Augusta, saying she realized in her own city, that the only way you can get support is if you're popular.
Okay.
And if you're not popular, you can't really get support. And she said, I know it gets complicated because there becomes a conversation of, are they popular because they're just popular, or did they actually take the time to build a brand, and because they built their brand, it became popular? You know, what's your thoughts on people supporting people in their cities and this conversation of being popular versus building your brand? How are they the same? How are they different?
Okay. So we still on the same subject we was on before. I got you. Right. And she got to sell that pussy. You know what I'm saying? Popular, right? Got to fuck the right nigga, right?
Nigga, fuck.
Oh, she fucked little Rich Homie Quan. She fucked what's the nigga name? Little Baby.
But now she
Now
sells
she
lashes.
Yeah, but she sell lashes, but she popular. She booming out them lashes. Like she made $1 million in lashes.
I will
stuff.
say
You starting to land. I ain't gonna lie. If in terms of popularity, for a lot of hoes like Kim K, if you fuck the right nigga, you can go from being a hoe that was doing another bitch hair, Paris Hilton on a TV show, to you a billionaire, you know, woman. If you fuck the right nigga.
That bitch wasn't even doing hair; she was cleaning and organizing closets.
But to this lady's point, I will say this: it's kind of always been like that, especially in small cities. That's why you get a lot of people who would be from a small city, and not even a small city, it could be a big city sometimes, and they'll feel the need to have to leave home if they're trying to be known. In terms of, like, let's say if they do comedy, if they do music or whatever, because they feel like, yo, people already have an idea of who I am based off of who I was in high school or who I am in the city. So, like, they're never going to see me in this light. And because they won't see me in this light, I'm not going to be able to build the brand I want to build here.
Is that what y'all think happened with Pastor Troy? With the negative persona that he had with the people downtown in Augusta, and why he started claiming Atlanta more than he started claiming Augusta?
Well, he's from Atlanta. He's from Atlanta. He just went to school. He just went to Penn College here.
I mean, sometimes, like, if you're like, and not necessarily saying him, but let's say if you're from, I don't know, Sparta, and you trying to say you the biggest dope boy in Sparta, your music probably not gonna sell if we know that you got straight A's in school and you never skipped class. But if you move to Atlanta and you create this persona, and don't nobody know, and you telling your homeboy stories, or your cousin stories, or your daddy stories, like some of these niggas be doing, and this shit sound good, it get to the point, once we find out it's a lie, we don't care. Like, you done got big enough.
We had that happen. You remember that boy in high school, and Shawty Rock.
Oh yeah, Shawty Rock. Yeah.
And that nigga in Atlanta found out that this nigga was stealing his whole
stole his whole swag.
And this was like when YouTube was a big deal. This nigga made a whole YouTube video.
Him. This nigga went to the Hepsa High School and posted videos.
He found out all this boy information, talked about how he be buying the hats from the flea market and all kind of shit, and ditched the hell out of him because he was like, bro, you tried to take my persona and go back to your little small town and make yourself look like you were me.
Yeah.
And I'm not going for that. I think that, do y'all think that stuff should still happen, like in this day?
Yeah, no, that shit still might happen because it's easy to.
With technology and social media the way it is.
You got Gucci Mane, you got T.I., you got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but also by the time you blow up, even if there is people, like, for example, Gorilla tried to say that, you know, Gorilla never wanted to be a rapper. Gorilla and her brother was the ones who wanted to be the rapper, and they put her on and they wrote her music and they tried to say that early on. But Gorilla done blew up so big, you think people give a fuck? No. Like, that shit could be true. Yeah. That shit could be true.
It is.
Gorilla got the money.
What I used to always say, what was they doing before they got famous? You hear what I'm saying? It's like Shorty might be selling. She doing the number one thing. She might be selling that thing. But when she blow up, Cardi B, look, when she blow up, she only selling that thing to multimillionaires now.
It's kind of like Diddy. When you think about it, he might not have gone to a different city, but he had to create a persona about himself. Nobody expected Diddy to be making music himself. Later on is when he branched that off of, but he piggybacked off a lot of different personas. And when one persona gets a negative rep or is not getting the traction, then he changes his name and he go to another persona and so on and so forth. That's my best comparison. So I guess it
is like that. You gotta create an image. I think both is different. I think building a brand is something you do subconsciously, where you're out here trying to make an image and trying to put the product out, whatever the product is, whether it's a clothing line, whether it's food, whether it's, let's say you make music or you do comedy or whatever it is, you're trying to show, yo, I got quality stuff, and you're trying to build it. Versus popularity, that's just some shit people just handpick you for, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and popularity is one of those things. I can't describe it. It's almost like that dude said about porn. I can't define it, but you know when you see it.
Oh,
Like that's just how popularity is.
Yeah.
I can't tell you why Juice Man popular. I can't tell you why this whole popular. For some reason, everybody just want to follow the motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how popularity is.
That's what's going on with social media. You got the people that become popular overnight, boom, they do anything. But when you create that brand, like you were saying earlier, and when you do that brand, and you have your principles down, and you lay that foundation strong, that brand is going to ride a long time.
It might ride a long time, but it's not going to. It's
not
going
to brand over the popularity.
But it's not going to. It's not going to get you nowhere for a long time. Like with a proper popularity, people are going to go spend their money on the popularity, even though, like, you know, all the brunch spots that's be in Atlanta, that their food be garbage, but there's other spots that their food is not garbage, but you don't know about, but they're not making no money because all the brunch spots, and it's like that in Augusta too. There's spots that people are popularized, like, oh, you gotta try this, and you go try it. The food is trash, but it still be packed every day, all the time. But then there's other spots that food is way much better, and they don't get it, but they still got the brand. They built their brand, but nobody's going there because it's not popular.
Y'all remember that cartoon show, The Emperor's New Clothes? Mm-hmm. It's like that to Rose's point. Mm-hmm. Like, once a small group of people start saying this emperor who's butt naked now, that his outfit is fire, nobody wants to be the one to say that outfit, you naked, nigga. It took a child to say, nigga, you naked.
What the young folks say, that's ass, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the same way here. Once it gets to the point where these people have vouched for this spot, Rose and me can go to the spot, man, that food was trash. And one or two things gonna have people gonna be like, nigga, who the fuck is y'all? Like they got all these reviews and all these people said it was lit, and we don't know you. Like Like to Rose's point, building a brand should last you longer.
It will.
But that popularity, you know, that popularity is a motherfucker. Like even with, let's say,
the popularity is a pop. The popularity is a pop.
Yeah, but people support it though. Like even if I pop,
they do, but it's a pop. It's like they support it. It's a pop, but it dies.
Yeah, but if that's
you get a brand,
but you just need a little substance with that popularity. Like even with
that's the difference.
Even with the pod, for example, like there's people listen to different podcasts for different reasons because it could be something as simple as, oh, I like the fact that this bitch cute, or I like the fact that this nigga always fresh, or I just like the sound of their voice or whatever, or we know them or whatever, you know, versus it's other pods that I'd have seen that don't have the same views as other pods, and I'd be like, man, I prefer watching this shit over this shit. Why are people watching this shit? What is the big deal about this shit? And I really can't tell you.
And it's like because after we won on Best Podcast in the CSRA, and then we started posting it, then people want to talk about, oh, you still, you podcasting still? Oh, can I come and be on it? But we've been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah, that definitely did happen. Once we posted it, we won the award. There was a lot of people who had been following the pod page and seeing it, started DMing saying, yo, I want to be on the pod. Oh, yo, y'all still podding? Oh, congrats. And it's like, we've been doing this 3 years strong.
So it's like, you're not going to get it. You can have a good brand, because I believe we have a good brand, but we still ain't where we're supposed to be. But there's brands that have been out less time, but because the people are popular, they get more views and things like that. And
oh yeah.
And so it's always going to happen.
Like these celebrities who start podcasts, like when you get some of these rappers and actors and stuff who start a podcast, and you sit down and listen to it, you be like, this shit really kind of trash, to be honest. Like I take someone like Big Bank. His pod was kind of real small, but he finally got the eyes he needed on his pod when he did that Young Thug interview. And
but those are two different things, his podcast and the interview. That's his own thing. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, but
because he had big facts before that.
But that still does have. But that put him on the map. Mm-hmm. Where now he can get a 6ix9ine interview and he can get a Lecrae. I mean, not a Lecrae, but a D1 interview. And now people talking about him in the same breath as some of these other podcasts. Whereas before that Young Thug interview, you go to his page like, well, damn, the views really ain't for him to be, you know, Big Bank. They really ain't where you think they would be. And sometimes they take that one motherfucking interview, just like with Shannon. Before that cat interview, Shannon was just, if you like sports, you would watch his little shit. But once that cat interview happened, that's when everyone who didn't even know Shannon from football, that's when all these celebrities who didn't play football, because I think Rose might have seen some episodes. Most of the people he interviewed early on was athletes. Yeah. Then he started doing celebrities, but the biggest nigga he got was Cat. And once that blew up, it just changed everything.
Yeah, but that's the pop. That's exactly explains what I'm saying. I'm not backtracking. It's like you build that brand, you got that foundation.
But once you get that cosign, in terms of popularity,
you jump.
It's hard for you to lose it. It's hard for you to lose it.
It's a pop.
You know, it's a reason why a lot of these, it's not too many rappers that have came in the game without a cosign. It's a reason why like a Drake got a cosign from a Lil Wayne. Like once you get that cosign, it kind of puts you in a position where people ain't going to disassociate you.
He needed it because he had to figure out a way to disassociate himself from Wheelchair Jimmy.
Yeah,
it's the same way with Marcus Houston was talking about why he stepped away from Sister.
Yeah,
because IMX was starting to blow up in a more mature range, and as long as he was Go Home Roger, it was messing up his musical business, which was his first love. So I get that. Sometimes you can diminish your brand by what's going on with you or your lack of popularity. And if you don't have nobody to either be your push up or, even with the music artist Black was being promoted by Lisa Left Eye. So when she passed away, their whole musical group started to decline. And then when they lost that one member, it was like their whole group just fell apart. So if you don't have that backing, and that's been a common thing for a lot of things in the industry, I get where your popularity in general in any form of business does matter. So it makes sense.
Let me ask 3 questions before we call it a night. The first one, and y'all can answer this the best y'all can. How do y'all think you build a brand? Or what's the best ways to build a brand?
The whole thing about the principles, like you gotta have good business principles and stick with it. You can't bend. You gotta stick with it. And you gotta stick with it. You can't bend. And you got to stand on business. It is what it is. It's, if you fold for one person, you'll fold for the next. You see what I'm saying? And because like what I mean by a brand is a good brand is a business that's been open 25 years. They're making money. They might not be making millions, but they're making money. But after the 25 years, you got to think they probably made about 3 or 4 or 5 million. You see what I'm saying? Then you got the pop. They open up. And they close in less than a year, but they made a quick meal. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference.
I think with your branding is consistency.
Definitely consistency.
You can't. I've seen people. I got homegirls that's try to get their own clothing lines up. You can't have blurred business levels. You can't. You do need the pop. You need a level of a pop. I mean, even when we do go lives for medical stuff, you need something that's going to be that trigger to make people initially see your target market. And you have to have your target audience. You got to know, you got to have a business plan. You need a business plan. You need to know what you expect out of the first year, what you expect out of the first 5 years. And you have to be very conscious about what you're doing with your money and now you got to care about your carbon footprint. That's a lot of stuff that people don't talk about no more. You think about your mouth, you think about your money, you think about your mind, but your carbon footprint matters. There's a reason why, even if I'm being honest and transparent, if y'all don't mind me saying, on the podcast, why we don't give out all our personal details, because we still have businesses and lives outside of doing this podcast. So your carbon footprint matter. What you say can be held against you in the court of law. If that did not happen to Kevin Hart, remember he lost that big opportunity to do the Oscars or the Grammys or whatever, because they pull up something he done said however many years ago about throwing this little dollhouse over his son's head about gay, and it was just a joke. But we live in a world now where that community takes over a lot of things in the industry, so you make them feel uncomfortable. It took him a long time to make up from that. So it does matter. Your carbon footprint matters more than anything at this point.
Why do y'all think people support popular people the way they do?
Because it's easy.
It's a dream. It's a fantasy.
People are followers.
Yeah,
it's followers. Like they don't want to go. It's easier to follow somebody than to be a leader. And people don't want to be like. People don't want to be the person be like and stand up and be a leader. People don't want to be leaders. People want to be followers. And once, but leaders stand out. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be that thorn in somebody's side, and then be like, and then everybody's like, even though he might be right or she might be right, still people go and give him pushback because everybody else is on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Just like you be at work, because you know that people have their cliques and stuff at work. This one person can be great at their job and does nothing but be positive all the time, but
if they're not likable.
Yeah, and just because you don't want to click with them, they salt you up.
Yeah, I don't want to go for drinks afterward. I want to go straight home.
Yeah.
Last thing, would y'all rather have the talent, which I'm phrasing as building your brand, or would you rather just have the aura, which is just the popularity? Like, if you could only pick one, which one would you prefer to have to try to be successful?
It ain't no try. If you got a good brand, you're successful.
So you'll pick that over being popular.
Okay, 98%. I'm not even elaborating. I'm just exaggerating the number, but it's a high number. 98% of pro athletes go broke. Why? Because they don't have a good brand, dude. Good brand means you manage your money correctly. That means, yeah, you might be living in a damn $4 million house, but hey, you manage your money. You don't make crazy dough, but you looking like, nigga, you a fucking wealthy ass nigga, but it's like, no, you just managing your money correctly, doing what you're supposed to do, holding your business down, and keeping going up.
It made me think of Jaylen Brown. Like, before Tatum got hurt, Jaylen Brown was on the team. He probably did have to level up his playing skills because they lost a pivotal player. But who he was as a person did not change just because he was starting to get more notoriety. He was getting more notoriety and more eyes on him because now the pressure is on you. Mm-hmm. But if he wasn't a good basketball player, I wouldn't have cared how much eyes he had on him. He could have had them same eyes on him and did a terrible job. Your talent can only get you so far if you're not smart with it. But I do think that it's just like it's like the difference between a gimmick and a gift. I don't want a gimmick. A gimmick is going to fade out. At some point, the gimmick is not going to work no more, and it's going to get old, and it's going to get played out, and nobody's going to pay attention no more.
That's the popularity.
But if I have a gift, Soulja Boy, don't nobody think of Soulja Boy on a popular level no more. Soulja Boy's popularity fizzled out a long time ago. You know what ain't fizzled out? How much money that man made, because he actually had a talent of understanding his business.
That's right.
So even though he ain't making money and music and stuff no more, he's still making money off the stuff from his pop, but it was popular, but I also had a smart business mindset. So you can't just be popular and think it's going to work out. You're going to either lose all your money because you're doing bad deals, you're going to put bad people around you, you're going to feed into that popularity to where it's going to mess up your business. Yeah, you got to have the business or the talent before you can just work on your popularity.
Man, I definitely concur and agree, man. I would definitely rather have the talent, because if I got the talent, I that's something I can always, I know how to fish. I can use that talent I have to be able to build myself up to get it. Now, it may take me longer to get somewhere where someone else gets who doesn't have half the talent I have, because they're more popular. But whenever, like you said, when that popularity fades, how are you able to continue to feed yourself fishing? You're not able to do so. Whereas me, I'll be able to continue to, take care of myself and sustain myself. Final thoughts, everyone?
I'll say before I'll finish up. The brand Gucci. I watched the documentary on that. Well, not documentary. It was like a movie. The one that Lady Gaga played, Lady Gucci. Mm-hmm. And we talk about brands and stuff. At one point in time, Gucci was starting to decline because they weren't keeping up with popularity. Mm-hmm. But one thing that Gucci had that other people didn't have was a good brand. Mm-hmm. They kept their brand so exclusive that when people started making fake Gucci, it became a big, big, big deal. And that wasn't nothing new. I say that to say, just like we just fed off of, if you got something that's special and unique about you, make sure that you keep that unique and special about you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't keep your eyes focused on everything else. Focus on what's in front of you and your plate. Everything else will start to turn back around for you. And then what you do from there is up to you. But it's about time for us at our age to start investing in our brands, and not just in a form of business, but just as who you are within your family. Your family is a brand. All of the popularity, all of this highs and lows are going to come along with it. Don't get so caught up into what you see around you. Focus on what you got going in front of you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to doggone Sly Digger, you know what I'm saying, and Daphne Joy and P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying. This shows you this whole thing by he's being locked up. I thought they finally released some of the tapes. And on this tape, she did not look like a victim to me. Only the thing that she was a victim of was getting dug in. And like a doggone, like his name, Sly Digger. Man, free Diddy. I'm gonna say it 3 times: free Diddy and free Puff Daddy and free Love.
In the acting world, you have people who are popular. Actors that sometimes aren't great actors, but they're just very popular. Sometimes but then you have actors who have talent. And not too many people really know their name, but if you see their face and you're like, oh yeah, I've seen them in this, I've seen them in that, you know. And this week, you know, Keith David, for those who know him, got a star on the Walk of Hollywood fame. He's had over 400 roles. If you've heard his voice, he has such a distinct voice. Does so many.
That's Princess and the Frog, the guy that played the little bad guy in Princess. Yeah.
He does so many roles where he's voicing. Yep. He does so many roles where he's voicing people over, you know, cartoon characters and such.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him in Princess Monaco, an anime movie. He had a voice that was so distinct. So there are movies that he's done live action, from Dead Presidents to Requiem for a Dream, that I loved him in. And even though he may not be the star of those movies, like even in Lottery Ticket, when he's in that movie, he does what he's supposed to do, and his character's on point, whether he's someone that you're supposed to love or respect, or he's a bad guy that you're supposed to hate, man. So shout out to Mr. Keith David, man. Black excellence, doing it as long as he's been doing it in Hollywood, man. In the words of Airbnb Rakim, peace.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all catch at the next light, man. We in traffic, and I'm back quiet. Like, subscribe, and post a comment.
AT-Man, they tripping trying to say my name. Katie King is here, lost respect to all these lanes. They hate the chain, I love the game, I want the fame. Swag never the same, strapped up with gold polo wings. J's on my feet, I'm ballin', they can't catch me. I'm a black belt, ain't got time for no pimp squeeze. Riding in the Grand Prix, you need me, you want me. Left hand on the wheel, I'm sitting back sipping on green tea. Speed limit 45, I'm doing about 90. If I'm going in, it's overtime, I turn y'all boys to pork rind. Overkill, I'm hot. Caution like toxic waste, I spill y'all boys right over the parking lot. I'm in the fast cars, loud pipes, and T-tops. I push a hard top that pops. Nothing like Jack in the Box. White shirt, green horse with an Oakland fitted. Every day is green day, so I got to get it. My swag's contagious. Grab your own swag, boy. I keep my foot on the floor. X-Ready, you know I'm hardcore. No tall stills, soft shells by the seashore. Diesel turbo, I think the Ram is on steroids. So give me the money or give me the graveyard. I'm maxing while your own girl staring at my car. I'm not a star, give me some competition. You ride around with your roof missing. Recipe like I'm in the kitchen, third eye open. Now tell me what's the mission. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working all winter, shining all summer. Working all winter, shining all summer. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. This spring we taking all.
Working all winter, shining all summer. I'm going in, call a plumber. I stay clean like I'm clean by the janitor. Always on my road tide, call me Alabama. Cause see, I'm a ball till I fall. John Wall, crossover, alley-oop the Griffin. Chris Paul, TDK the best in the game. In charge, got these dudes hating on me. They piss off. Yes. We gonna make it far. Scratch that, rewind that, we gonna take it all. I'm killing the game for no reason, or maybe it's because it's killer season. I don't play around, that's how you get in trouble. Mess around in the game and got a triple double. I don't play around, that's how you get in trouble. Messing around in the game and got a triple double.
Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. working all winter, shining all summer, working all winter, shining all summer, working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. This spring we taking on.
Beat the fucking track up, I beat your bitch back up. She ain't wanna listen, told that hoe to pay attention. This here ain't no gimmick, riding in that Bentley. Trial white Impala 22s up on them bitches. And my shit 10, riding in my city. Put that 2 chains in, cause I'm riding around, I get it. I would never stop, I would reach the top. I got no hoes surrounding me like numbers on the clock. Working all winter, shining all summer. Hit that hole with that Stevie, now her ass won $1 million nigga, now I'm only seeing commas. My president is black, shot out the Obama. Come through your hood, blow that bitch up like a summer. I'm a problem child, nigga, I gotta call drummer. Kick the fucking beat, you don't like it, call your mama. Shout out my nigga Bert, cause he keep this shit 100.
Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working all winter, shining all summer. Working all winter, shining all summer. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working all winter, shining all summer, just a ball in the fall. In the spring we taking all. Working